Alrighty, if you connected and you're watching, you're awesome. You're a great person. If you're watching this after the fact, don't worry, you're still awesome. We're trying some stuff over here at PSI TV to check some new broadcasting settings, really. And first off, just want you to thank to iBog and I believe I want to say it's Jason Allison over there. I could be wrong on the name, but uh, just iBog TV for this overlay. So yeah, we're just gonna do some testing here. Just want to check on this and make sure it all works. And my gosh, that is loud in my ear. We're gonna change that. Okay. Boy, that's loud. So we've got some stuff that we can bring up. For example, a top 5, the RPM. So yeah, there's some random things we can bring up now. Thanks for doing stuff like this. No problem, Jordan. I'm just really just coming out and testing what we got. Seeing what there is. And so we're actually spectating one of our other broadcasters, Brennan Ellishoff, right now. We can kind of give a little description along the bottom. He is out of Bloomington, Illinois. And he'll be happy that I actually said Illinois, not Indiana this time. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, is brand new to PSI TV, that's for sure. Once again, gotta thank the guys over at iBog TV, or the guy, I'm not really sure, for making this happen. We've got an actual grid that we can pull up now, and a results page. Let's see what else we got. We've got the race summary. So this is just awesome. I am so happy that I figured this out. I had to do some... I actually had to order something off Amazon just to make this work. So this is so cool. This is very, very cool for me because now I'll be able to pretty much watch the stream as you guys are. And I'm hoping... yeah, actually, Anthony, they used to go here with the IndyCar back in Tony Stewart's IndyCar days. And I'm not sure why they don't anymore, but it's definitely, very, very cool. And we're going to see if we can't check out the leader. It's actually not wanting to show us the leader on the ticker. That's interesting. So anyway, there's your top 5. Looks like the number 67 currently has the lead. And we'll see what this little battle here is. I haven't done anything as far as IndyCar cameras, so I don't have any really onboard cameras aside from what iRacing gives me. But we've got a few here. If we pull them up, why can't I find it? There we go. Got an onboard camera here with the leader. We can go to second place. It's going to be the number 3, Travo Wall. So yeah, this is new for me and for PSI TV. So if you're watching, let me know what you think of the ticker, the overlay here on this stream, because this is like I said, this is pretty big for me. I'm just working on some new stuff for this. So let me know what you think of it. I'm gonna try and get some new people in here. But yeah, for sure, let me know what you think of this so far. This is new to me to have this kind of thing. And we'll get to a different camera now. But yeah, no, I'm so stoked about having this. So stoked. Alright, we need to get that out of here. That's actually going to help me, though, a lot. If I can ever get my cursor... We'll just do it this way. So there's still some stuff that I got to work out. This is the first time I fired it up, and I just went right for it right off the bat. So we'll get that back out of here. There's some stuff that I'll have to work on, but if you're watching out there, I think Matthew Welsenbach, I think you're watching, Adam Samsel maybe. If you guys are still watching, let me know what you think of it. Because like I said, this is a new kind of thing for me as far as from a broadcast standpoint. So this is pretty cool. But we've had a lead change, so if we head out, well, the number 3 is actually your leader currently, but if we head on over to second place, that's going to be the number 81 of J Miles. And I think he may be pulling off the track. So third place then will take over that spot. So next we'll go to the number 42, Morton Hansen. And he is out of Scandinavia. And so if you're not necessarily that familiar with iRacing, this is the Dallara Dash series on iRacing. It's unofficial. It's using the old IndyCar body style. That's why it may look a bit more like 2011 on your screen right now, because this car is from about 2011, I want to say, maybe a little bit, a couple years earlier. So it's kind of from Danica Patrick's days in IndyCar, if you will. So basically, iRacing takes these Indy cars, the older Indy cars, to a few different tracks throughout each of iRacing's seasons. One of them being Charlotte Motor Speedway, another being Phoenix International Raceway, but the 2008 version, and the other oval actually is Daytona International Speedway, but the 2007 version. So when iRacing kind of got started out, they scanned Phoenix and Daytona, but they scanned the old versions before the repaves, and they decided to keep those around because they're fun to race on, as kind of a fantasy track, but not really a fantasy track. So iRacing kept those around, made them free tracks, and they're free to everyone. The other track that Dallara Dash goes to is Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, up near Monterey, California. So it's a very cool series. Sometimes a little frustrating, but I'd like to think it's kind of fun. And so if we go to the gyro camera here on the 42, we'll see the banking here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we'll come up out of the banking, switch cameras, and we got Kurt Rittenberg out there. So Kurt, let me know what you think of this. I'm messing around with some stuff, and I want your opinion since you're one of my boss men, I should say. So last lap, the leader is going to be your number 3, I believe, still Travo Wall. Yes, he's going to end up winning this Dallara Dash race, and ends up wrecking at the same time, or getting collected in a wreck rather. We'll check back in on Brennan Elshoff real quick, if we can actually. There he is. So as he comes around to complete his race, he is one of the broadcasters here at PSI TV, so a shout out to him for doing what he does. Definitely appreciate it. So yeah, that was that race, but I'm going to hop into the Pickup Cup race in just a few. So we'll be right back, but Kurt, I definitely want your thought on this so far, because this, I think, is really, really cool. And I just want your opinion. And I'll move this down here. So Kurt, real quick, if you're in the chat and you want to give your opinion on this, that would be amazing. I'll pull some of that stuff back off, and actually we're gonna figure something out right quick. If you hear some humming, that's probably my computer trying to blow up. Just from running stuff. Can turn that off, can turn that off. And then we need, oh, where is it? Here we go. We'll move that down to the bottom right, because I don't think, well, actually, we'll move it right here. And that should do it. That should be fine. Alright, I'm going to hop into the pickup cup race, and I should have Brendan alongside of me for that. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're getting this fired up. We're going to come into the pickup cup race. And Clayton asked me why I'm not at school. Well, I woke up feeling like trash. I still feel like trash, but this came in the part to do this came in the mail, and I had to fire this up. I'm probably not going to stay on very long because I'm still coming over a sickness, but I just had to get this fired up. We'll be doing another one later with some other races, but yeah. I imagine my mic is probably very loud. That's kind of just the nature of the beast at the moment. And okay, we got stuff going here. That's only going to get louder, but alright. we'll work with the mic later. Okay. So I'm not really going to bother... Yeah, that's why I wasn't really going to bother taking the iRacing stuff away. So you might see some of the behind the scenes here. I just want to, like I said, work on getting some of this sorted out for PSI TV, because we've got some future stuff coming up. I don't really want to announce anything yet, but we're working on some broadcast deals with various organizations and races. I know, you know, we carried the end of the season over at the NMNTS, so obviously that's one that I'm sure everyone can figure out we're going to work with to try and get some races here on PSI TV in 2018. Of course, All-Star Sim Racing kind of giving us our first footing on the iRacing kind of playground, if you will. So thanks to All-Star Sim Racing, Kurt Rittenberg, Jeremy Rittenberg, Scott Brothers, and all you guys. We're also going to be working with possibly a snowball derby coming up here at the end of the month, or actually really the start of January. Yeah, I mean, there's some big stuff coming up for 2018. For sure. So everyone will just have to keep a watch out for that as we're taking a moment to load in. Yeah, here we are. So we'll end up with a qualifying here in a moment, but for now, we'll pull all these back up, all my controls, and we'll actually have to restart IRTVO, unfortunately. Didn't know I would have to do that, so I might have to do some finagling again, but we'll have it worked out in just a moment. Actually, that works. That's not a problem. I can just work around that easily. All I have to do is grab this and move it away. And you don't see it no more. Alrighty. So who we have that we can spectate here? Is anyone even on track? Oh, I have to... Okay. Hello, IRTVO. Would you like to work? There we go. I can't find anyone though, so we'll go all the way back. Can we? Alright, so I did work that out. That's good to know. Yeah, this is kind of just my session to fool around, or my time to kind of fool around with this and see how it reflects on the on the stream. Technically, while on the broadcast as well. We'll pull this away. Who actually ran some laps here? No one did. Okay. See if we can't find him. Alright, well, forget that. Alrighty, we have Brennan in the chat now. What are you doing, Brennan?
Watching the stream.
Alrighty. Oh, Sam's out there too. Cool.
Buddy.
So yeah, I'm kind of just messing with some stuff to try and figure this out. There's some new stuff for me to follow. Huh. That'll be helpful for certain things. Take this off. Yeah, want that to go. Okay. That's not doing anything for me. That's fancy. I didn't know that existed. I like that. You can watch his qualifying times. Okay, this is kind of fancy. Too fancy for me. Wild. Got a summary. Cool deal. Top 5. I can't really spectate anyone right now. What's up, Sam? So how's all this look to you, Brennan? Since you're out there watching.
Looks good.
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
Yeah, I like the fox sticker.
Yeah,
Looks good.
and so there's more themes than I could actually make my own, and I'm sure I will. So yeah, I'm sure at some point, very soon, I'm gonna make an entirely custom ticker.
Yeah, awesome.
One of the things that I don't necessarily like about this that starts off, or I guess comes stock, and actually I might be able to find in the setting excuse me, in the settings, is I don't know if you noticed, but on the ticker it shows a bunch of small numbers that relate to NASCAR numbers, and while that's cool and all, I would like to get just like stock numbers up there so that
Yeah.
it's not compressed as much. So we'll work on that as one of our things to mess with. But I mean that's one of the smaller little quirks about it. So that's really not even that big a deal to me. What I'm most worried about is it working because we have the Dirt Racing Challenge Series coming up on Friday night. And so we'll be live for that. Thanks to Brody Wilhelm for making that happen. Brennan and Sam will both be in the booth with me. Brennan is in here right now. Sam is out there watching, so it'll be a fun race, to say the least. I will be at Williams Grove, and actually last night I was setting up for it. I was setting cameras at Williams Grove so that we have some nice angles. I don't have any custom cameras here at the old Daytona, unfortunately, but right now we're just watching the scenic roll around until we can get it to go over to the race session. I don't know how long is left. I'll just pull it up and alright, I'll check that. How long is left? I actually can't see. That's cool. I'll do it this way. Oh, what do you know? That's timing. Okay. Cool. Cool. So this will be rather informal. This is just to test stuff out. For those of you watching, be it now or later, that may be a little bit confused. So one of my favorite things about what I'm about to show, about this whole deal, this race, I guess, if you want to call it that, it's a good cut, but my favorite thing that I can do with IRTVO, I agree, Warren, dirt is maybe not the best, but definitely up there. When it comes to racing on iRacing, I tend to now choose between dirt road and dirt oval. Dirt road being GRC and dirt oval. Those are probably the most fun. Anyway, so the coolest thing I think about this is the grid. I can actually pull up a legitimate grid now, which I think is just the most amazing thing ever, because I am a small child when it comes to broadcast stuff. Anyways, so like I can actually just go through the grid here. We've got Dave Lodel, I guess is how you say that on pole, with Martin Blaze, him to the outside. Justin Finney, Scott Poland, row 2. Kale Harvey, I don't like Kale, but Cale Harvey, James Essery, row 3. Tony Mangini and Els him from Benelux. Yeah. Row number 4. Row number 5, Ruben Dominguez Prieto. I hope I got that even remotely correct. And Cameron Hodge. See, that's a name. I can say that. I can say that. You know what I mean? That's not hard to read. Donnie Milburn, Chris Foy, Alec Raya, Michael Benoit, Carlos Aarons, him, Arturo Diaz, me, I'm not racing. Jan Vincent, yeah, these are just random people. I don't know any of these people, so alright, we're gonna go away from there. So yeah. I think this is so yeah, Brennan, let me know how the quality looks on all this. I imagine it'll be pretty good because I'm seeing it, and I know IRTVO and iBlog is legitimate stuff. Very good looking, so.
Yeah, looks good. I think so far would be to like put a sponsor maybe in between your the grid display, but there's just kind of some empty space there. But
Yeah, I think normally I'll figure that out. I think it normally has the race info, but I did, yeah, that's. I just bring that up. I hadn't noticed that until now, actually. Oh yeah, I just brought it up. Oh, that's awesome. I forgot. Bring it up a lot. That's alright, so you guys about to go.
Green, green, green.
I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. This is really, really cool. Again, not really going to have any custom cameras. You can see here, not got much, but we can switch around here and watch as these guys take to the high banks of Daytona for 10 laps. And this is what I was talking about in that last race, is these guys are able to race at the old version of Daytona. So this version of Daytona was scanned back around 2007. That's why it's called the Daytona Circa 2007 track. So yeah, this is the old Daytona that actually required skill, in my opinion, to race on real fast because of all the bumps and everything. So you couldn't just flat foot it and have all kinds of grip. But these guys, Pickup Cup, I'm actually surprised they haven't wrecked yet. Quite honestly, Pickup Cup is looked at on iRacing, and there they go. As one of the series where it's, you don't go there expecting the greatest race. Quite simply, I think that was the 83, maybe the 63. Nope, the 83. Got Corey Walters out there. Nice to see him. I think I went too far back. So we'll take an instant replay on that if we can. And we'll go to the blimp cam. So you can see, there's this big pack of trucks on an old track that just jolts you around every which way, and they're all racing close. And I don't want to say they're bad drivers, but they're lower class, and just as with everything, if you're a lower class, maybe you don't have the most practice, and sometimes it's harder, and that's how things go. It's okay. If we're being real here. Looks like Cameron Hodge never even took the green, so we'll check in on our leader. It's still the number 4 car, Dave Lodel. At least I'm hoping that's how you say his name. Not that I think he's going to come after me, suing me or anything, but I would hope that's how I'm supposed to say his name. Got the Trump truck on his deck lid. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a race to watch Friday night, you can tune in here to PSI TV with some new graphics and catch the Dirt Racing Challenge Series at Williams Grove in the 360 winged sprints. Oh, and we got a wreck! Turn 3, the number 2, and some others going around. So we've got 3 cars left up at the front. How's it going, Corey? Yeah, I'm testing some stuff out. We got another wreck. 5 cars spinning to the inside and back up the track. That's going to be, I want to say James Finney, but I'm not sure. I didn't actually bring that up.
Yeah, James Finney.
So yeah. Yeah, Corey, oh, it was Justin Finney 3. It wasn't James. All right, whatever. Yeah, Corey, get some stuff dialed in, hopefully, for our next season over at NMNTS. And some other things we're working on, such as the race tomorrow, or not tomorrow night, in a couple of nights at Williams Grove. That should be a lot of fun for Brennan and I to call. Man, this is just so cool for me. I'm very happy we got this up and running. And when I say we, I mean I, but not a whole lot Brennan can do. It's okay, Brennan. I won't hurt you. What? Is that a raid truck? That's the coolest. Is that the number 6? That's the number 6. That's the coolest paint scheme I have seen on iRacing in a while, just because it's raid. That's cool. We're gonna turn the car audio off. We don't care about that. Just because that's cool, we're just gonna focus on the 6 for a little while because that's actually cool. Does this cost money to play? Yeah, Warren. iRacing does cost money. Right now, actually, you can sign up for a brand new membership for very little. I believe it's only about $6 for a month, or 13 for 3. Something in that range, or 16 for 3, something like that. It's very cheap right now because, you know, it's the holidays, and they're wanting to give new members some benefits. Unfortunately, they don't really focus on existing members too much. I'm sure Brennan would like to see some discounts for existing members, just as I would. But
Yeah, be nice.
yeah, for sure. But there's a lot of new member benefits with iRacing. They always cut the price quite a bit, only by 40% anyways. Right now, 50% off. So you can go to iRacing.com and sign up for relatively cheap right now. Cars and tracks do cost, but iRacing does start you out with a base set of cars and tracks, so that you aren't starting from nothing, and that you can start out for really a small amount of money to figure out if you're gonna want it. Which, you know, maybe you don't like it, and that's fine. Maybe some people don't like that, but I mean, quite honestly, it's so little because of how much they start you out for that it's not a bad deal at all. It sucks for new members, or not new members, existing members, because, you know, we don't really get a whole lot of benefits, but at least for new members, it's so enticing to get in. Yeah, you'll definitely spend plenty if you want to go full-time in anything right away. You know, I know I've spent probably close to $400 getting just all the cars and tracks that I have. But, you know, you can do it over a short amount of time, and say you take a little bit out of your paycheck each week, or not each week, but, you know, every pay period. Say it's $10, $15, so you can get a new track on iRacing or something, and, you know, that it may seem like very little now, but over a long period of time, you're going to have a lot of tracks and cars built up. If you just, you know, sit there and only put a little bit towards it every once in a while, you'll still be able to kind of chip away at it. And these guys are up here battling for the lead. The 4 and the 22, Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano, if you look at the ticker. But no, David Lodel, and I don't know the guy's first name, the 22. And that 3 wide and beating and banging, the 4 is going to get wrecked. Wow. All right. You know, it's not worth speculating anything, if anything was intentional, but the 4 is going to end up wrecked through the grass and down to the inside wall in turn 1. I can imagine all teams is very salty right now. We won't even dabble in all teams, though. That's not not worth it right now. Tell you what, but
Not in a pickup cup. A lot of things you'd
Cale Harvey is going to end up taking this thing away by a mile, as long as he doesn't end up wrecking it here in turn 4. So guys, if you've watched for this last little while, I really appreciate it. I'm sure Brennan does as well. And why is that back up? Can you go away? Where do you yeah, I think that'll work. But so we'll actually bring up a couple of things here. The race summary, laps complete 10, leader Cale Harvey, lead changes 1. Not a whole lot to see there because we don't have any cautions in pickup cup. Oh, and we're wrecking people. All right. So there's not much to see there. You can see the top 5. You can see the results tab. So we got Cale Harvey winning this thing. Michael Benoit going to take second. Arturo Diaz will take 3rd place with Lane O'Connor in 4th. Christian Humer in 5th, Dave Lodell in 6th, Scott Poland in 7th, Chris Foy in 8th, Justin Finney in 9th, and I don't want to butcher his name, in 10th. You can see the rest of the results here. So this is just going to be really cool for me to be able to use in the future, as it looks like Cale Harvey is going to burn it down here at Daytona. Just going to be very cool for me to be able to use in the future. We've got the drop down. You can see the RPMs. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we'll ever see the mile per hour unless I load in. Never mind, it is working. All right, cool. So it does work. That's fantastic. I like that. It doesn't work when he's going backwards because you're not supposed to do that, but it's burnout. Who cares? So that's very cool to see. We've got this as well. So, yeah, thanks for coming out, seeing what we've got in store for the rest of 2017 and into 2018. Some big stuff happening over here at PSI TV. So that's going to be all for now. Just a short little stream to test some stuff out. That's really about it. And yeah, once more, thanks for tuning in if you did. If you watch this afterwards, you're still awesome. And yeah, I think that's about it. Anything you want to say, Brennan?
Nope. Thanks for watching.
All right, man. A few words. So we'll hopefully see you later tonight with some more test broadcasting. Just to see what we got. It'll probably be more formal. I think, just to really test things out. But I'm very pleased with this so far. So with that said, that's going to be all for now. Check in on the page for more test broadcasts like this. And again, Friday night being put on by Brody Wilhelm, the Dirt Racing Challenge Series. It'll be the 360 Sprint CRNI Racing at Williams Grove Speedway. So that'll be a lot of fun. But until then, this is all for now. So I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm super hyped about this new ticker. So that'll be it for now. Everyone have a great day. Happy holidays, all that jazz.